Claude Code just became 10 times more powerful, but only if you use it right. And that's why in this video I have partnered with Anthropic to show you 3 ways to use Claude Code, including the new ways they just added, and 3 of the most important features of Claude Code and how to use them. There are 3 ways you can use Claude Code, and based on your use case, the best option might be different for you. But don't worry, because I'm going to give you a quick guide on each one and I'll tell you which one is the best for you. Up till now, if you wanted to use Claude Code's advanced features like running multiple agents, you had to use the terminal. But now they made it available on web. And the way you access it is by opening your Chrome browser and going to claude.ai/code. Here you'll be asked to connect it to your GitHub page, and that's it. You're going to start coding. This is the fastest way to use Claude Code if you don't want to go through the configuration and you just want to try it out and see how it works. But if you're serious about vibe coding with Claude, you should install it on your terminal, and I'll tell you why in a second. There are a couple of ways you can install it in your machine, but the best way, which is recommended by the Claude documentation, is using the native installer. Open up your terminal and copy paste this command and hit enter. You can find this command in the description of this video. Wait a few seconds and that's it. But don't worry if this doesn't work for you, because it didn't work for me at first. There is another way you can install it on your terminal, and it's by using Homebrew. First, you have to make sure that you have Homebrew installed, and the way you do that is that you're going to open terminal and type brew-v. If you see something like this, Homebrew followed by the version, it means you have it installed and you can move to the next part. If you don't have it installed, you first have to install Homebrew, which you can find the command for installing Homebrew in the description of this video. If you have it installed, then you don't need to install it, obviously, and you can just copy paste this command also in the description and hit enter. Just go ahead and paste it. After installation, you'll be asked to choose the theme. I'm going to choose the dark mode, which is the default one. Then you'll be asked to choose your login method. Since I have Claude subscription, I'm going to choose the first one. And by choosing this one, your browser is going to open up and you'll be asked to log into your Claude account. After that, you're going to be moved to terminal and you'll see a message like this. It's going to show you your name, your subscription type, and the version of the Claude. If you see this message, it means that Claude has been successfully installed in your machine and you can start vibe coding with Claude Code. But we're not just going to be using terminal. That's a bit messy. What we're going to do is we're going to use Claude Code in VS Code. But don't worry, there is no more extra step. You just open VS Code and open a new terminal inside your VS Code. Type Claude and hit enter. That's it. Claude now is going to have access to all of the files in your project and everything is going to be organized. If you're not a fan of terminal and you want to see things visually, you can install the Claude Code VS Code extension. And the way you do that is go to the extensions, search for Claude and install this one. Now you're going to see this little icon in the top right corner of your VS Code. By clicking it, the panel is going to open up and you can start using it from there. From here on, you can use Claude Code and see how it works and experiment with it. But I highly suggest you watch the rest of the video because I'm going to show you the 3 features they recently added that makes the coding way more easier. So if you have any experience with coding, you know the importance of Git. It allows you to work with other developers, but more importantly, it allows you to track your code. So if something breaks, you can go back to the working version. But with the checkpoint feature, you don't need to use Git anymore because it automatically saves your code, your conversation, or both. So you can go back to the working version if something breaks. This matters a lot because you can do some crazy refactoring or experiment with new solutions because you know you can go back and you don't have to deal with Git anymore. And the way you activate it is by pressing escape twice, or you can just type /rewind, which is going to bring you the rewind command, and you'll see the history of the conversation and the codes that has been written. By the way, if you type /, you're going to see the list of commands that are going to be really useful and a small description of what that command does. The second feature is the plan mode. The way you activate it is by pressing Shift and Tab twice, then you're going to enter the plan mode. Claude is going to ask you a lot of detailed questions about your project, the description of the project, why you're building this project, the tech stack it will be using, and the direction and the features you'll be implementing in your first version. Then you're going to see the plan, which you can review and edit if it's not based on what you want, and then start building. And the third feature, which I think is the coolest one, is the sub-agents. By using sub-agents, you can finish the same project 10 times faster than you would normally do. Because instead of waiting for one task to be over so you can ask it to do another task, you can create different sub-agents, and each one is going to be doing different part of the project at the same time. So your project is going to be finished much faster. Like one agent can do front end while other agent is doing the API for the back end. And the way you activate it is by typing /agents. Here you'll see a list of agents that you already have. If you don't have one, you can choose create new. Then you're going to describe what this agent is going to be doing and when it's going to be activated. That's it. I suggest start using Claude Code first to get comfortable with prompting and other features, then start learning sub-agents because it's going to make your work much more efficient. And that's it. Now you know the most important features of Claude Code. Now it's time to stop watching tutorials and go ahead and experiment with Claude yourself. The best way to learn it is just by getting your hands dirty and starting to work on a real project. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments.